What up? What up? So I figure I get on here and we talk about who are you really making your music for? Are you making it for your producer friends, people around you, just to get the credibility of other producers or other well-known producers or other industry people? Or are you making your music for real listeners, people that you don't even know, people that may like the genre that you're doing, because everybody don't listen to every genre, but may be interested into the genre that you're doing, and that they really want to listen to your music. So that's the difference between um, somebody who's just doing music because they want to get this recognition from people around them that do the same thing they do, or are you making this for listeners? Are you saying I really don't give a fuck about what my homeboy that do production say? I don't give a damn about what he say. He can say, "Oh, I really don't like that." But if you really believe that the shit gonna be, you know what I'm saying, 100 for the listeners that you're trying to attract, then I wouldn't advise that you listen to him anyway. But if you are in that mindset, then you are pretty much, I would say, you in the right space, and you're in the right, um, you have the right peace of mind, I would say, because if you are making music just for, you know what I'm saying, just to present to producers and to get critiques online, and you're not considering the people that actually are going to listen to the music, then I don't even know why you really even doing this. You just doing this just to get a kick out of somebody that do the same thing you do. And the biggest secret known that is music is not a competition. It's only a competition if you put in music on a shelf next to somebody else. Then it's a competition because advertisement and you marketing and you buzz and this person gonna sell this week. Yeah, it's less of a competition these days because there's enough space to gain enough fans for everybody. But if you are, you know what I'm saying, salute, you are, you know what I'm saying, going by this and you thinking of this as just, you thinking of this is something that you're trying to get music to listeners, then another producer's critique and credibility only means that you might need to make some adjustments here, or might need to make some adjustments here. But if you put things in certain places for your listener, say you got a kick that's loud, say you got a snare that's just really snapping, and you put that in place for the people that's gonna be listening to your music, and you know they like that. Why would you take that out because another producer said so? It's cool that another producer gave you a critique, but why would you feel any type of way, get mad, or even feel even slighted or anything about what somebody else is critiquing? Let them critique it, pull in the information. You might be able to create a better control over the sound by just taking in their advice. You might figure out a new way of doing things just based on the advice that they're giving towards whatever you're doing. They might say, "Hey, the background vocals, I really can't hear them. They need to be a little bit louder." You might not want to turn them up louder, but you might find different techniques. Maybe tone is a factor. Maybe dynamics is a factor. Maybe because you might just have too much reverb on it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's a factor. Maybe the backgrounds maybe don't have enough delay on them to really linger, to really fill in space. It's a lot of different things you can do to not cater to, but just to take in advice, take in critique, and then adjust it and do it your way. You know what I'm saying? So, that's the thing. Like you gotta really, you know what I'm saying, you gotta really take in the consideration that you're doing this for listeners. You know what I'm saying? You're doing this for people to listen to. Appreciate you. Salute. Appreciate it. And so I don't think you should be trying to go at this and saying that, another person's critique is just by law, or it's law or whatever. Somebody say, "Oh man, yeah, that snare you use, I would use another snare." yeah, they would use another snare because they're a producer. Don't mean you got to change the snare. You might just need to just be like, okay, let me see what he's saying about this snare. Let me dive in and see what he is critiquing this snare, what it is. Maybe the snare remind him of a song or older song or whatever. Maybe he's heard it a lot. Maybe I need to kind of switch it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like you gotta use your own, you know what I'm saying, mind to say that I'm not making music for the next producer down the line. I'm not making music for the next, you know what I'm saying, critique down the line. I'm making music for the end listener. You know what I'm saying? This conversation is about making music for the listener and not making music for the next producer that your friend, your best friend, your cousin that's a producer, somebody online that you get a critique from that's a producer. And you can get critiques. Critiques are not bad. It's just that you're not gonna be trying to like really the end goal is not to make music for other producers. The end goal is to make music for the listener at the end. You know what I'm saying? It's for making it for whoever's gonna listen to it at the end. If they want the snares to be loud, then the snares gotta be loud. If the listener want the like that shit, the kicks to be loud, you know what I'm saying? Shit gotta be loud. You can't slouch on it. It's whatever somebody want. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about what the next producer want, because the next producer might have a different idea about it, and that's cool. That ain't nothing to get, like, music is nothing to get upset or mad about somebody critiquing something. All this stuff is easily to adjust by a couple of knobs. I think we got to get smart enough to be able to know how to adjust those things better and well without getting mad. Because when somebody say something, you like, oh, you know what? I know how to adjust that. I know I can go in and tweak it, but I know not to get so emotional, wrapped in what you said to even get mad or feel any type of way. I'll take in what critique you're giving, and then I'll take it and I'll make some minor adjustments to make it better. You know what I'm saying? Because most of the time, music be really a feeling. If it feels just a little bit different, they trying to get themselves to hear just a little bit different, a little bit better. And I know everybody got favorite songs that we hear, and there's certain parts of the song that it's like, damn, I wish they would have turned that synth up, or damn, I wish they would have turned that guitar up so I can hear that guitar better. I mean, but at that level, we know we can't really talk to anybody. We just looking at an album cover and we playing an actual record, so we can't. There's no interaction. So you're gonna get some type of critique if you let somebody hear and then you ask them for their critique. It's not gonna not be just a dry critique. Some people will give you a dry critique of being real and being like, I can tell them to change this and change that, but I'm gonna just be real and be like, either I like the song or I don't. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say, damn nigga, that shit jamming. That song, I like that part. I like that hook or whatever. Or be like, yeah, it's cool. It's a cool song. I ain't even judging it on the sound. I'm just judging on it being a song. It could have sounded, the quality could have sounded, subpar, but I'm judging it on a song. If it could possibly be a song, regardless of what level you recorded it on. But at the same time, you have to use your own judgment and know that if you're making something, you're making it for the end listener. Now, if the quality level ain't good enough for the end listener, then you got an issue. But if certain things are loud or you know what I'm saying, or bigger, you know what I'm saying, then it's, you know what I'm saying, that's the thing. Like, you can't sit here and be on some like, if somebody listen to it, like if somebody listen to your music and they just instantly say something about it, they instantly say, oh man, the vocals ain't loud enough. I know a lot of people take it to heart because they probably sit there and mix those vocals for hours and got it as loud. But don't take it to heart. Just say, you know what? Okay, cool. Let me go back and listen to it, and let me just make sure it's loud enough for me. You know what I'm saying? If it's loud enough for me, then I'm gonna let it roll. I'm just gonna have confidence in it and let it roll. Somebody else might not even say it need to be loud. It might just be that individual person. Sometimes it be like that. But I'm gonna take it into consideration. I'm gonna take it into mind. So, Like, that's the thing you have to do. That's the thing you have to consider. It's just like everybody is going to give you some type of critique. Sometimes people give people, I wouldn't say hard critiques, but sometimes some people give really, really hard critiques. Like, oh, take that snare out, take that drum, take those drums out, man, take that out, blah, 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 take that out, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? If songs was judged like that before they went out, it'd be a lot of songs not making it out because that's somebody else's judgment based on how they would probably produce the song, especially if they're a producer. Now, if you asking the listener what they think, just based on like a straight, dry, you know what I'm saying, judgment, like either they like the song or they don't. Either they gonna be like, oh shit, play that again, or they gonna be like, it wasn't nothing about that song that I'm rocking to. It was cool. It's either or. To a listener, it's either or. It's either, damn nigga, hey, play that shit again, that shit rocking, or I'm cool on it. It's either or. When it comes down to actual, like an actual producer judging it, it's a different tempo. It's a different tempo. They looking for every little nook, whatever. Oh man, the highs in his vocals ain't loud enough. Oh yeah, the mid range or whatever, blah blah. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. The song just ain't, you know what I'm saying. It ain't, you know, the dynamics in the song, and it's like they ain't even really giving it time to actually be a listener to be like either they like it or they fucking don't like the song. So there's a difference in somebody judging it and somebody critiquing the song. You have to really consider that. You can't just go by based on somebody actually having a song and then you're like, you know what I'm saying, they listen to it and you want to get a yes or no answer. That's a listener's answer. That's not a producer's critique. So if you putting in for a producer critique, that's not a listener's answer. It's gotta be based on what you feel like your listener or what you feel like the people in your genre is gonna be bumping, what they gonna be listening to, what they gonna be used to, not based on what you think that the next producer down the line wanna hear, because all that really don't matter. So, you know, that's my take on that. That's why I wanted to jump on live real quick, kind of give y'all a little some gems, drop a little bit of information. Salute to everybody in the chat. You know what I'm saying? As long as you keep it respectful, I ain't gonna boot you out of here. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying, just keep it 100. Leave a comment down below. Tell me what y'all think. I'll post this up. Peace. I see y'all.